Hi Dollar Divas, welcome to Behind the Vanity. I'm Jessica. So today's video is just going to be kind of a chatty get ready with me. And we're going to kind of talk Halloween. It's actually prior to Halloween when I am actually filming this. I am going to a Halloween party tonight. It's about a week before Halloween. And I'm not doing any crazy Halloween makeup. It's just going to kind of look like regular makeup. Because I am going as a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. So I just need to kind of look like a better version of myself. And my hair is a hot mess because I am gonna be wearing a full wig. So I didn't want to mess with it at all. So anyways, we're just gonna go ahead and do some makeup and just talk all things Halloween. So if that sounds good to you, definitely keep on watching. So before we start our makeup, I did want to ask you to subscribe and hit that bell notification. That way you're notified when more videos go up. So let's just get started. So I'm going to try to use a lot of things from my makeup basket, and I will link that video down below so you can check that out. And it is a big makeup basket, and I do not have my makeup pre-planned exactly. So if you caught that video, there is a lot of stuff in this makeup case at the moment. So I'm not going to stop and tell you every single item that I'm using, but I will have it all listed down below in the description box if you're interested. So like I said, I am going this year as a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. And no, I am not from Dallas. I'm not from Texas. I'm not even really a football fan. I just think the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders are, they're very iconic. So I just thought that that would be a fun, kind of a sexy costume. And I am kind of one of those. I do kind of, I have a lot of friends that like spooky. They like to do, crazy, scary makeup, and they like to be scary things. Actually, my best friend likes to be things that are kind of scary. And I've never been big on that. And I have a couple friends that like to dress as things that aren't scary. They kind of like to be things that are kind of sweet and all that kind of thing. And I'm the one that likes to go, well, I'll tell you what some of my costumes have been over the years, and you'll kind of get the point. And honestly, it says really nothing about my personality because I'm actually very, very reserved. And when I go out, I don't really like to catch a lot of attention. So, but it is fun kind of at a Halloween party, among friends and comfortable company to kind of go outside your comfort zone a little bit, for sure. And I'm going to be completely transparent and honest because that's what, having a YouTube channel should entail. I am not a huge Halloween fan. I don't not like Halloween. I guess I just have so many friends that it's like their favorite holiday that I feel like I don't like it. Although it's not that I don't like it. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. I also too, I work a job, and I don't want this to come out the wrong way at all. I don't want it to sound how I know it's probably gonna sound. But for my job being a performer, I wear a lot of pretty gowns. Well, not a lot, maybe not as many as I would like, especially being a magician's assistant, but we wear lots of dresses and that kind of thing, short or long, and just different types of costumes. And kind of when you're not dressed up like super kind of dressy, like gown or dress kind of dressy, for all intents and purposes, we wear Halloween costumes. So like, for instance, like I have done like song and dance shows, and I'm still in them from time to time. If you do not know, I do magic shows, and I'm also a singer-dancer in shows as well. And so basically, if we're not wearing like a gown or a dress and just looking kind of like glam, the odds are we're probably wearing a Halloween costume, so to speak. We might have either a dance number or like a magic trick that instead of, wearing a gown or a dress, you might wear a costume. We might wear a Grecian goddess costume, or, like a genie costume or something like that. Or like if you're in a show, like a 50s, 60s show, you might dress as a hippie, So I've dressed a lot. I've dressed in a lot of different costumes, like on the stage. Now, granted, you do kind of get sick of your costumes when you're in a show. Like, when you wear the same costumes every day, you do get sick of the costume. So it is fun to dress up on Halloween as whatever you want, not what your director or your boss wants you to wear. So that is fun. So I have had a lot of fun with that. But with that said, I do get to dress up a lot. You know what I mean? More than the average person. So I kind of feel like for the average person, it's more fun because you really get to be something different, this one day of the year. You know what I mean? I definitely see the appeal, but for me, I do, I recognize that I do get to play dress up a lot. You know what I mean? And there was a time when I was working more where on my day off, the last thing I wanted to do was like dress up. Now I don't work quite as much, so it's not that big of a deal. It just, honestly, it just kind of depends on how I'm feeling any given year. In the last couple of years, I have not been feeling it. I think I'm gonna kind of do like a blue and silver eye look, kind of for the Dallas Cowboys. So when I was a kid, I remember when I was really little, like, you know, back, I don't know if you remember, if you're about my age, you probably remember, or if you're older than me, you probably had kids. I don't even know if they have these types of costumes anymore. The little one-piece like suit with the plastic mask with the little elastic. Do they still have those? I have no idea. I haven't looked at a child's costume probably since I was a child. But I remember I had Big Bird and I had Oscar the Grouch. And actually a fun story about my the Big Bird mask. I think I had that for what seemed like years. I'm sure it wasn't because I think those things used to break, but it was just this little elastic with literally like a plastic, like almost like something disposable would come into kind of material. And it was Big Bird. And I think I'm remembering this correctly. I'm not 100% sure if I'm remembering it correctly, but I used to swing on my swing. I used to have a swing next to my campsite when we used to camp when we were little, and we went to the same campground for years, like my entire childhood and teenage years. So we had like a permanent swing set up, and I remember swinging on the swing, wearing my Big Bird mask, you know, in the middle of the summer, you know, not anywhere near Halloween, and singing the Roy Orbison song, Anything You Want, because it was like, I don't know, I was obsessed with that song for some reason when I was little. And like I said, I don't know if I'm remembering it exactly as it is. So I went ahead and put on the Smashbox primer that is in my makeup basket. And hopefully it'll make my makeup last a while. It has made my skin like nice and radiant looking, so that's good. And I put on some of these tapes as well. I don't know that I really need them. I had started my eyeshadow with them on, but I was able to kind of really concentrate the blue. See, so this is a really pretty blue. I like it. I like it a lot. So I think next I'm gonna put on my liquid eyeliner. I've never put the liquid eyeliner on with the tapes before, so I don't know if that's like a thing or not. I'm gonna go ahead and take these off. So I think I'm gonna put my glitter on before I put my lashes and face makeup. So I'm gonna go ahead in with this NYX Glitter Primer, and I don't use this stuff nearly as often as I probably should. I'm gonna use a brush to apply it. Thinking I'm gonna kind of put the glitter kind of as like a cut crease. So let's see, I was talking about Halloween. So, like I said, I've been Oscar the Grouch, and then for quite a few years in a row, like in elementary school, I went as Wednesday from the Addams Family. And I did that at least 2 or 3 times. I was obsessed. Cool, I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I did this first. I can't really remember other costumes. I think kind of when I got older, I would just go as like Dead or something like that. Like, I don't think I really did anything all that cool, like in my high school years or anything like that. I think one time, I think I was in elementary school. No, I get that. I have that wrong. I think I was in like junior high or maybe like a freshman in high school. And I went as Posh Spice because like I had a semi-formal dress that kind of looked like something she would wear. And my hair was dark and all that stuff. And the only problem is I didn't have the rest of the Spice Girls, so like nobody knew who I was. I didn't think that one through. I think I could have gone as Ginger and everybody would have not known who I was, you know, but she was not the one that I really liked at the time. So then I didn't do, like in my adult life, I didn't do Halloween for many, many years. And then right around the time I think I got into the magic show, or maybe, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 years ago, my husband went as Michael Jackson and I went as Lisa Marie. And my costume only worked because he was Michael Jackson. I have glitter everywhere. So that Halloween, I ended up spotting a costume that I wanted to do for the next year. So the next year, I was a Hooters waitress. And of course, everybody asks, have you actually ever been a Hooters waitress? No, I tried when I was in college and I didn't get hired. But I would never want to do it now. I mean, no, it's not attractive to me now, but at the time I wanted to. But no, I went as a Hooters waitress. You can actually like order the shorts on like eBay, and got to wear little socks and the sneakers. So it was like a sexy costume, but I got to wear like comfortable footwear because like if you know me at all, I do not do heels. I can do character shoes, like dance character shoes, and the 3-inch is about the tallest I will go. Other than that, I don't do heels. Okay, so I'm gonna put on my lashes. I'm gonna put on the Ioni lashes. So then the next year, I decided to go as one of the Playboy bunny waitresses, like from the old school, like Playboy bunny clubs and all that kind of stuff, you know, like the big kind of bathing suit looking type costume with the ears and all that kind of stuff. And I had this kind of like retro wig. It was kind of like a dark brown or black kind of little flippy wig. Kind of looked like maybe something from like the 60s. So I thought that was really a nice touch, and so that was cute. And I kind of put that together. I took a bathing suit. I really wanted to do royal blue. So I found a royal blue like one-piece bathing suit and kind of made it strapless and, you know, and kind of all that kind of thing. And I made those bunny ears, I made the bunny ears myself on a headband and kind of like with wires and all that good stuff. And so I put that together myself. And then the next year I was feeling just a little bit kind of lazy. I didn't really want to go as anything sexy. I just needed a little bit of a break from that for a year. So I just kind of used some stuff that I had, and I kind of made cat ears with the red bow, and I went as Hello Kitty. And so I thought I found a very clever way. I wore like this little romper and for you to see, and that was like a little denim romper, and I had a little red and white striped shirt, and like I said, made the ears, and I thought it was really cute. So I went kind of cutesy that year. And I actually have a tutorial of this makeup look that I will link down below. There's been some celebrities that I've wanted to go as, and I've only ever gone, I think, as one, and that was Selena, not Gomez. If you're my age, it's Selena Quintanilla Perez. That was the Selena of my generation, and no offense to Selena Gomez and Rare Beauty and all that good stuff. I think she's amazing. But I'm talking about Selena Quintanilla, who was just beloved by a lot of people, especially girls in my generation. So I will link that makeup tutorial. It was one of my early YouTube videos, so you'll have to forgive it. But so I went as her, and I actually had just gotten a new sewing machine. I kind of sew a little bit. I'm not really a professional, and I'm not, you know, I don't do everything like the best or anything like that, but I can do some stuff a little bit. I made that purple jumpsuit that she wears. It's very iconic. And I had just gotten a sewing machine, and I found the fabric that I used, I found on sale, and made the little suit, and I even made the little jacket that goes over it that you could either wear or take off. And so that was really fun, and I actually wore that 2 Halloweens in a row. The first year I had blonde hair just like I do now, and I had to kind of darken my bangs, and then I wore like a black 3/4 wig. The second year I used a wig, and I liked that a lot better. But I actually had bought that wig that first year and didn't like it, so I went with that idea, and then the second year I was able to kind of make it work. And then last year I didn't dress up for a Halloween party at all, and mainly because the show that I work in, we kind of did a month-long like Halloween thing. That was a lot of Halloween. It was a lot of rehearsal, a lot of work, all that kind of good thing. So kind of by the time Halloween came, I was like, no. So I can sit here and say I didn't dress up last Halloween, but I literally celebrated and dressed up for Halloween from like September 15th to like November 2nd. So that's not really fair for me to say. But in that show, I did get to dress up as Wednesday Addams again. And I've got a picture of that. And that's actually my Selena wig that I used for that, and kind of pinned the bangs down and braided it and all that good stuff. And that's just a little sweater. And I put some I had some vinyl, like some white vinyl. I was kind of trying to use anything that I had. And I used some white vinyl to make the little collars, and I made little cuffs and all that kind of thing. So it was cute. It was really cute. So now this year, I had the idea of going as a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. Because when I was in I think it was high school or college, no, I might have been even older than that. I used to love watching that Dallas Cowboy, the cheerleader auditions that they used to have. I don't even know what station it was. I don't know if it was VH1 or CMT, but I loved that show. And so that's been a costume idea of mine for a while, so I'm finally doing it this year. And I made the vest myself, And then I bought like a men's like blue shirt. And then I've had some like little white, kind of little, I don't even know what you'd call them, like dance shorts that I'm wearing. And I've got white cowboy boots. And so I'm pretty much set. And then I'm gonna wear, I could do my hair the way I do it for the show, but you kind of want to like do your hair different than like people see it. So I'm wearing like a kind of an auburn lace front wig that's just, you know, kind of a very big, I'll have pictures, you'll see it. But so I kind of want my hair to be just be like a little different for that, for, you know, just because it's fun, you know, to be different sometimes. So I'm doing that. And then I made a pom-pom, and I figured only one because, you know, realistically props aren't practical when you're at a party. Like you're gonna use them for 1 second and then you're gonna get a drink and then you're gonna put them down. So I only made one pom-pom, but I made it out of 3 garland strands from like the Dollar Tree. I found a blue one and then I used 2 silver and just kind of cut them and put them together so it looks like a pom-pom. I know, I feel like sometimes I feel like I get these brilliant ideas, but I don't know that they're actually as brilliant as I feel that they are sometimes. But I took like craft foam and I got the sparkly kind, and I cut out stars. And they're messy, but I cut out stars and I put them on like my belt and on my vest and all that stuff. And really this didn't take much work. I just had a lot of the pieces kind of already. And then I just kind of put together and got what I needed. And my first choice was actually gonna be to be Jessica Rabbit, but I was very disappointed in Party City, and I could have ordered something off the internet, but I was afraid it wouldn't get here in time. So I'm gonna have to save that for another time. Again, the problem with Jessica Rabbit is I feel like I would have to wear like really high heels, but I'm sure I can make it work someday. So what are you all doing for Halloween? Are you doing anything? Are you celebrating Halloween like on a different day? Are you dressing up? Like what costumes have you worn in the past? Talk to me down below, let me know. Good thing about wearing a full wig for a Halloween costume is I only have to worry about, like normally when I get ready for a show, I have to worry about like my hair and my makeup. It's nice to not really have to like worry about my hair. I hope that for all of you that have children, they're able to have a semi-normal Halloween. I know it's difficult this year, but I know parents are creative, you know, you have to be, you know what I mean? You have to get creative and, you know, and that you'll find ways to make it fun and in some ways even maybe more fun, you know what I mean? Sometimes those are the memories when the kids are grown, that's what they remember the most. They remember those, you know, times, like for instance, like, not that I was a kid, but I'm sure I have stuff like that from when I was a kid that I remembered the times that really weren't the picture perfect, but they were fun, you know, and that's what you remember. But like one time me and my husband went camping and we had 2 nights at a campground, and I didn't remember the first night when it was really pretty, the weather was nice, it was a beautiful August New England night. We had a campfire, but there was a bunch of kids like running around yelling. Then the next night it drizzled ever so slightly, but yet we managed to keep a fire going. I had my wine and an umbrella, and that's the night that was my favorite. That was my favorite night. I mean, I talk about it to this day. So, you know, I do wish that like I could share like makeup tutorials, like cool Halloween makeup tutorials, but honestly, I've never really done a whole lot of scary makeup, and I could learn and show you, but you're honestly like, you'd be better off finding like another channel that does that so good and everything, and you know, it's not really my thing. Not to say it won't be someday, like that I won't learn and then like start doing stuff like that on my channel. But as of yet, if you're wondering why like last Halloween and this Halloween, why I haven't done things like that, it's because I don't do things like that normally. So, and I would never want to do something and pretend like that's what I do and how I do it, you know. So like I don't want to sit there and say, hey, there's some scary Halloween makeup that I'm going to show you how to do when I don't really do it, you know. So everything I've used so far is, other than the silver glitter, yeah, I think everything except the silver glitter is in my current makeup basket. I'm really happy with how my eyes have come out. That's really fun. So, you know, it's not even Halloween yet, but I am actually starting Christmas rehearsals tomorrow on October 26th, and I'm excited. I was actually like ready to start like 3 weeks ago, But that's just how it is for a performer, you know, you have to, our Christmas season kind of starts like November 1st. You know, because it's a season for performers if they do Christmas stuff, you know what I mean? So, and to do that, you usually have to rehearse in October, so sometimes the end of September. So Christmas starts way early, so it's a little weird. It's normal for me and some other performers, especially ones that I know, but it's not, if you live in a tourist town, it's normal. But I know it's not like a normal thing, like, oh, I start Christmas rehearsals. I mean, it's literally, it's not even Halloween. So for lips, I'm not sure what I want to do. I think I might do a glitter lip. Yeah, you know, you can't go wrong with a glitter lip for just about anything except maybe church, honest to goodness. I'm gonna line in black. I also feel like with a glitter lip, even though this lipstick lasts a long time, this Wet n Wild Mega Last, a glitter lip really kind of helps it not transfer as much, I feel. I have like legit had a glitter lip last like all day. So like I made sure I went out and got what I needed for today, like, you know, I gotta bring a little bit of alcohol and I got some other stuff, and I was like, I can't stop in the store dressed up, especially not on Halloween, you know what I mean? So, you know, you gotta prepare for those kinds of things. I just get so embarrassed. Even though I'm a performer and I kind of have to do kind of crazy things, I am not that crazy. Now, if you are, I'm totally not judging. I really should get over it, things like that. But like, I'll wear the sexy costume, but I am really not an over-the-top kind of person. Cool, so I am happy with my makeup. Okay, so I am back. I am all done. I have got my wig on, and this is an old wig that I have had for a while. I used to wear it in shows a long time ago. I don't wear a lace front wig very often, but it is a beautiful wig. And yes, I've got my costume, and here's my pom-pom that I made from garland at the Dollar Tree. And I will have pictures of the full look over on my Instagram, so definitely go check those out. And if you enjoyed this chatty Halloween get ready with me, give it a big thumbs up by hitting that like button. Like I said, I'm sorry if you're disappointed that I didn't do any scary Halloween makeup or anything really cool. Just hasn't been my style. So anyways, I do hope you enjoyed this anyway. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.